Welcome to Proclaim, a presentation of the Catholic Diocese of Alexandria. Join us as we journey together through the Scriptures revealed to us by God.
Good morning and welcome to Proclaim. As we look at the authorship of the Gospel, and again, since early witnesses clearly are almost unanimous in identifying Mark, and he's mentioned as in some way connected with Peter, and John the Elder, quoted by Papias, has basically said that Mark was the one who wrote down the preaching of Peter, which is different than simply writing down an account as though he were there firsthand. Peter clearly had his way of preaching, as does any preacher. And as we realize that Peter's death was somewhere around the year 64, at least some of the early witnesses suggest that it was written shortly after that, perhaps out of a desire not to lose the uniqueness of Peter's perspective, since he was not going to be around to give it himself. And the fact that it's done accurately but not in order suggests that Mark is remembering how Peter wrote it. He wasn't coming from a historical document in the sense that we would do research for a book. And again, while that's a vague reference, it does seem to be consistent. The fact that it is generally thought that it was written for the Christians at Rome, certainly for non-Jewish Christians, simply because throughout the book, as we'll see, he will explain some Jewish customs. He even will explain in Latin terms Greek expressions, which again would at least give a hint that he was in a community that was much more familiar with Latin, perhaps at Rome.
This program was brought to you by Kramer Funeral Home.